My most memorable anime moments. No rules, no order. Let me know what your favorite anime moment is down below. Let's get started. Up first, we have ReZero, when Subaru got beheaded by Puck. By this point in ReZero, I was already hooked. I was in love with all the characters. I really was vibing with this anime. And then it just hits you with how dark this anime truly is, packaged as something so bright, hopeful, and fun. And it is. However, it has some of the most gut-wrenching moments you'll ever watch. So in this scene, we have Subaru carrying the body of Rem all the way back to Roswell's mansion, just to find Rom and everyone else dead, with a bunch of witches cult members lying dead in the snow as well. And at first, I had no opinions about this episode and what was going on. I was just watching. And then I saw that, mouth wide open, and then they hit us with the most gorgeous, ominous shot I've ever seen in this entire show. Subaru standing outside of the mansion, holding Rem's body as Puck emerges from the castle. Just a silhouette and eyes. Subaru crying, his tears freezing, and then beheaded just like that. And then the credits start rolling as the snow begins to pile up on his body. This was so gut-wrenching to me, and it was just some of the earliest examples of Subaru's suffering with Return by Death. At this point, you really have to feel for the guy. He lives the most fucked up life. He got isekai'd, it was fun, until it wasn't, and now he is stuck in an endless loop of torment. Up next, we have My Hero Academia, because it's me, and there will never be a list without mentioning My Hero Academia. I chose when Bakugo got rescued by Deku and his friends from the League of Villains, right before the iconic All For One and All Might fight. This clip was iconic so early in the show. It's the first time we're really seeing All For One out in the open. He came out, he blasted a hole in Best Jeanist, and then we have Tenya, Kirishima, Deku, Shoto, and Momo all there trying to save Bakugo. And I think that what really sets this scene off is their concern for their friend. All Might having to hold back, just how tense this situation is. And then it gets even better, everyone's reactions, how everyone worked together. The fact that Kirishima is the only one who they could trust Bakugo to reach out to, because they formed that relationship, however begrudgingly, on Bakugo's part. And then they grace us with this slow-mo shot of Shigaraki reaching out trying to grab his arm, and it's just still silence, and then boom, Bakugo takes off like a rocket. And then we kind of revisit that in the last season, launching off, flying like that smooth animation of him just riding the wind, absolutely insane. And of course, the fight that follows that is also just peak My Hero. And up next, we have something that's kind of underrated in my opinion. I don't see many people talk about this show. This anime really surprised me with how good it was. And it is also the show that inspired me to watch Windbreaker, which kind of rips off Tokyo Revengers a little bit more. But this choice is from Tokyo Revengers, and it is Teta Kizuki getting hit by the truck. We all know that scene if you've watched this show. There he is talking to Takemichi. We think all is about to be fine, and then he gets fucking hit by a truck. He gets Final Destination in the middle of the road. And I thought, oh, maybe he's dead. Maybe it was dead on impact. Nope. Then they proceed to show us his twitching, mangled, still alive body as he suffers and cries and begs. Now, it's a little controversial. Yes, he's a terrible guy, and he has proven to be a terrible guy. However, he was supposed to continue. We were supposed to keep seeing more of him. He was supposed to let us in on the answers. Can he time travel? Why is he always killing Hinata in the future? After this, I guess we'll never know. Unless I guess you read the manga and you already have the context for it, but I am an anime only, so I did not read the manga. This shit just came out of nowhere. I was not expecting it. Maybe you were. Maybe I'm just fucking smooth peanut butter brain, but that surprised me, and that is on my mind all the time. It's a mix of glee and a mix of damn, that really does suck. Now, it's no secret, I am a huge Black Clover fan. So, instead of choosing a moment that's been going around on social media a lot, the moment of the Black Bulls all coming to Finral's aid against Longerus, I could have been basic and chosen that one. However, I wanted to choose a scene that really stuck out to me that I don't see many people talking about or sharing when it comes to this show. Then again, most people don't even care about characters in a show that has this many characters like Black Clover does, but personally, I get invested in characters and their relationships, so I love Luck. Luck Voltia has my heart. So in the scene that I chose, it was toward the latter half of the fight against the Eye of the Midnight Sun. We have the Clover Kingdom residents all possessed by elves, and this is the final fight between Luck, Magna, Asta, and Vanessa. Luck running toward his mom, but hearing his friends' voices calling out to him. And that makes him turn around and reject his mom and went back with the people that he truly belonged with. And from that, we get to see one of the most heartbreaking moments in this show. Luck crying, snot dripping out, tears, asking if he can be a black bull still. Someone as chaotic but pure and innocent as Luck, crying so, oh my god. It is a hard watch. And then he hugs Magna, his best friend, and he reassures him that is what masculinity is. Now, I don't know about you, but I did start reading Kaiju No. 8's manga before the show was announced, so clearly I was excited when the show got announced. Season 1 was great. I love Season 1 and I love Vice Captain Hoshina. My favorite moment from Season 1 was when they fought against Kaiju No. 9. When he first appeared and he was shooting his little orbs and shit, that was great. It was creepy. It made me feel uneasy because of the uncanny valley aspect of its humanoid kaiju body. Season 2 completely changes it by then suddenly showing us some JJK level scenery for curses, or kaiju in this case, coming out. We see Kaiju No. 9's creations. All of these big, unique, cool looking kaiju so ominously unveiled by showing them walking through the city streets and how people are reacting to them. Not only that, we've never seen kaiju that look like this. Each design is unique, it feels foreboding, and you feel like our characters genuinely will not stand a chance against these kaiju. It's just so well done. It has the description from the site event logged, flying across the screen with it. It was such the perfect tease, and we get to see some of the coolest designs of kaiju yet. And it really makes you think, how the hell are we going to beat them? Especially when the fight starts. And last but certainly not least, this is probably the saddest to me on my list. I can't watch this without crying, so I'm gonna try to keep it together for this video. We have Sword Art Online when Yuki died in the game. Yuki was a girl who had a troubled birth, and because of that, she was infected with HIV, leaving her permanently bedridden and stuck in the VR world, in which she meets Asuna and Kirito. Eventually, we do find out her condition, and Asuna and Kirito get to meet her on the outside world by visiting her at the hospital. She gets to talk to them via this camera that Asuna would carry around. There's a speaker so that she can contact them from directly in the game. There's even a moment where Asuna lets her go to school for the first time and actually experience what it's like on the outside. The moment that I really chose this for was her passing. How everyone else in her guild was also terminally ill patients. They really play up the moment too. The entire server, the whole world, every player came to send her off as she passes away peacefully in Asuna's arms, surrounded by everyone who looked up to her and admired her, even passing her unique skill onto Asuna. This was one of those moments in Sword Art Online. Say what you want about the show, I love the show. It has its moments, it has its weird parts, but every show does, and I think that Sword Art Online is hated for a lot of terrible reasons. Well, that concludes my list. Let me know down below what your favorite anime moment is. Of course, I chose anime that I really enjoy, and I may not have chosen ones that you would think are a memorable moment, but please do let me know down below what your favorites are, and I'll respond to every comment. Check out my reaction to Death Parade, 7 Deadly Sins, go down the pipeline of my videos. Anything helps. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and bye.